Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. So, you guys, this is going to be your September 2020 reading. Thank you for being patient with me. I know I kind of let Pisces jump ahead. Don't hold it against me. They were going through some stuff and we had to get there. But I'm here now, Aquarius. So let's see what's going on with you guys. I feel like some of you are really kind of drawn in the energy of money. Like either you're working hard for it, you're connecting with it. Some of you might be dating it. Y'all might have some sugar daddy, sugar mamas running around. If you do, hook me up, let me know, call me up, message me, let me know what you did. I feel like there's actually some type of growth that's coming through financially for you guys. Some of it, maybe a new job. Some of it I definitely feel is a relationship. You may be connecting with a person who has a little bit of pocket change. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do feel like you have somebody from the past who's going to be coming back. Now, this person may or may not be the one who has the money. For those that this person does, I get something with narcissistic tendencies. So if you dated somebody who at some point maybe had a good job, their ego was really big, they kind of, you couldn't tell them anything. Be prepared if you walked away from this person because of that, and then all of a sudden here they come back. Nothing has changed, y'all. I mean, the money may still be there, but, not all money is good money. So just be careful with that. I feel like you guys are putting yourself out there in the spotlight. So there may be some situations where you have an opportunity to literally get in on something with entertainment. Maybe you're teaching. Maybe you have an opportunity where you can model. Maybe you have a YouTube, Instagram, something where you're putting yourself out there in front of the camera. I see a lot of growth that's coming in with that. So you have opportunities to connect with the right people is what I'm hearing. I will say though, before you sign any paperwork, make sure you read over your contracts and everything really carefully, Aquarius, because you might find yourself dealing with an energy where something comes in and it's really, really good, or it seems too good to be true. You may miss money on that, or somebody is trying to hide something. So read the fine print, you guys. Definitely read the fine print. Some of you, I feel like, are going to be having a tower moment with a house. There could be some repairs that need to be done with this house. You may end up spending some money that you don't have for a repair. And I hate when that happens. Car and house expenses or repairs are like, I think everybody feels that way. I will say for a few of you, this could even be eviction, where maybe you're dealing with a situation where you thought you had more time and a person is trying to put you out. Whether this place is livable or not livable, some of you may be coming to a place where you got to find another place to live really, really quick. Tower moment is showing that you could be put in a situation where there's something going on with the place that you're living at. So if you have a roommate and you're having a problem with this person and they're like, okay, I'm done, I'm moving out. You may be like, okay, I can't pay all the rent, I got to go too. Or you could have somebody literally that maybe you break up with and they're like, you got to get the hell out of Dodge, or vice versa. It's a general read. Some of you, I feel like, could be dealing with an asshole. Now, this could be somebody that you live with. This could be somebody that you're dating. I do get a lot of online bullying in Aquarius. So some of you could be going, back to back with somebody online. Let me tell you, it ain't even worth the energy. I mean, literally, you shut the computer thing down, it's done. The thing that gets people going back and forth is that their egos get involved, and it's like, I can't let you have the last word, so I got to keep going back and forth. Sometimes you just got to let a fool look like a fool by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if you're dealing with that energy, shut that shit down. Give them a little praying hand with a heart. I'm praying for you. I hope you find Jesus and move on with it. Because I feel like some of you may be putting your energy into shit that is really not something that you have to dwell with. Now, if you're one of these people that just like to sit on behind your computer, you ain't got shit else to do and you want to argue with everybody, and that's your thing, you go ahead and do it. But if you don't want the drama, don't get involved with the drama. I do feel like there is some travel that's coming in, and you could be working, whether you're driving Lyft, Uber, you could be traveling for a job, you could be traveling to teach, but it looks like there's going to be something with travel that brings in additional funds. So truck driver, Uber, Lyft, if you travel as a consultant, if you travel teaching, I feel like these things are going to open up because it looks like things are coming back together. I am getting some worries about travel. So some of you could be going a place where you're worried about either the COVID-19, or you're worried about travel restrictions, or you're just overthinking it. Make sure you research wherever you're going, especially if you're working outside of the country and this is your first time traveling in a while. Get all the criteria and everything that you need in that situation, because I think it may help you feel a little bit better. Some of you just definitely have anxiety if you're having to travel, especially if it's out the country right now. I do feel that there is this feeling of being underpaid. So you may have skill sets or knowledge or education that you're putting out there, and you're like, okay, I can do this, and that. Maybe you're the master of whatever it is that you're teaching. But I feel like that some of you are either teaching or working in a job where you're like not appreciated. They're not paying you the money. And for a lot of people, we fall into this cycle of, I just need this job, to pay the bills. But then you realize that, it's not even really giving me everything I need. I feel like a few of you are going to kind of come to that place where it's like, okay, this is a dead end. I'm putting energy, my skill set, I could do so much better, but I don't want to leave. I think with this year, COVID-19 is kind of teaching people you don't have to settle for shit. For those that were just kind of going to work every day, not happy, taking home a paycheck, some of you are realizing this is not what you really want to do anymore. So you're going to be putting resumes and applications out and looking for new opportunities, which I think is probably about time. So there's a lot of things that are coming your way. Be prepared that, you might have something that really opens up that you're passionate about, that you want to do. And you're going to see night and day, like, damn, I was here, I was stuck, nothing was moving. And then I come over here, my energy is good. I actually want to get up and go to work, and I feel happy about what I do. So I feel like some of you could be going through a major life change. This could even be a midlife crisis for some of you, where it's like, okay, I'm tired of this routine, doing this over and over again. I want to do something better or something new and exciting. Some of you are going to be walking away from relationships that were holding you back. A few of you are literally going to be leaving jobs that were holding you back. I get this excitement about being able to do something on your own. Now, I do get money problems. If you are having money problems, definitely is showing that your budget, not managing your money, could be the culprit of it. Sometimes emotional spending. Like, I know I need to work. I know I need to do this, but I don't feel like it. Or I know I don't need this, I've been looking at butt cushions on Amazon because I do a lot of readings. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, my butt is numb. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, I need to get me a special butt cushion. And of course, they got the regular ones, but then they got the vibrating ones. Then they got the ones with the water in it. And I mean, literally, the price goes up, 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 right top of the line. So, do I really need the butt cushion, or could I put a pillow there? So, I think for some, you're going to have to come to the thing of where, do I really want to spend this money because I really need this? Or do I want to spend this money because I want it, but I don't really need it? So, you're going to have to watch your budget. Play with it a little bit, Aquarius. Play with it a little bit. Some of you are pulled in a couple of different directions. You don't know which way to go. This could be with love. I do see, though, searching for a job. So a few of you, maybe you're hitting the pavement looking for different jobs. I kind of get that there may be a problem. I don't know if this is with your resume, with your appearance, with the way you're interviewing. But some of you, you need to kind of fine tune. There's this book. And it's old. I think it's What Color Is Your Parachute, and it's how to interview or how to present yourself. You might want to go ahead and pick it up. Now, they may have updated, renditions of it or whatever, editions of it. I would check it out, because for some of you, especially if you've been in a job for a long, long time and you haven't had to interview, you are coming into a different arena right now where it's like, okay, now I remember one interview. Now you got to go through 5 or 6 interviews to get a job. Used to be you interviewed with one person. Now you got a panel of people. So it is changing up, especially if you have been in a situation where you've been with a job for a long time and you haven't had to deal with this new energy. Some of you, it could be kind of throwing you off a little bit. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. I definitely get focus. Some of you are a little bit all over the place with your thinking. I definitely see there's a search for a job, and there's also a search for a place to live, Aquarius. So some of you are making a move. Aquarius. I feel like a few of you are getting an energy where you have to defend yourself with somebody. Excuse me, you guys. Cherry Dr. Pepper. All right. Some of you are in a position where you're feeling like you have to defend yourself. I don't know if this is the online thing, but I get somebody going back and forth And then you get passive because maybe you don't want to argue with this person. Some of you are dealing with a real asshole. Now, if you can walk away, walk away. I'm an air sign, so I'd be trying to tell that asshole where to put the shit at. But that would just be me. I'd tell him and then shut it down. I feel like some of you may have somebody who's trying to bully you right now. Now, if you do, especially if it gets to a place where it's bad and you don't want the fire that comes with it, of course, shut it down. But I feel like some of you got somebody that's pushing you. Like they're tapping you a little bit, which is so annoying and frustrating. So you may have somebody that is really trying to get some type of response from you. If this is something you do with this person regularly, cut them out. Don't deal with them anymore. Don't call them anymore. Cut them out your life. I feel like some of you are going back and forth with a person and you're doing this where it's becoming a cycle, Aquarius. All right, let's get into the cards. Conflict right off the bat. 5 of Swords. Fighting with a Fulio. King of Blades. This could be somebody that has a really tricky mouth. They could be verbally abusive. Now, of course, we got air cards. This could be, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. For some of you, this could be you doing this to somebody else where you're like, I'm just telling you what I feel, how I feel, or whatever, and you don't give a shit how they're going to take it. For a few of you, though, it depends on what other planets that you have, and I feel like some of you are allowing someone to kind of push your buttons. Maybe you feel like you have to with the Hangman. Maybe you're in a situation where you feel stuck. All right. 5 of Cups. Yeah, something not working out the way you wanted. You had hopes, and now you feel trapped in the situation. You better tell that mofo where to go. Tell him well, you know what, though, if you're living with him and you ain't got nowhere else to go, then you kind of have to stay there for a little bit. And that could be why you feel like you're trapped, because you're trying to get your paper up. You're trying to get your money up. You don't have the money. Will not apply to everybody. Could be a particular person. All right. 9 of Cups, though, is positive. A wish fulfilled. Then we got the Knight of Blades. Let me get him up there. We have the 3 of Coins. Well, you got some money coming in. Could be somebody that hits you up on there. And then a 7 of Wands, defending yourself. Could be somebody that you work with, live with. 10 of Coins, but you ain't got to deal with that mofo that much longer because you got money coming in. You're defending yourself with money. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Coins. Some of you are going to be working 2 jobs to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Ace of Blades. Something is said, something is discovered, and you're like, I got to go. I got to go, or you got to go. Somebody got to get the hell out of Dodge. 3 of Wands, making a decision that brings you to long-term plans, commitment, abundance. Ooh. 2 of Wands. You could be putting yourself in the spotlight to make money. And then we got 6 of Blades, walking away from a difficult situation, leaving that shit behind and rolling on. Peace out. All right, let's get into it. Aquarius, so I told you, some of you are dealing with an asshole. You are. Whether this is somebody you're going to court with, this could be a court case, even though I don't see the Justice card there. Some of you could be dealing with a situation where you're having some type of legal situation. You're going back and forth with a person in court. Now, will not apply to everybody, but I do feel like that this could be a third-party situation. This could be divorce for some people. This could be child custody for a few people. It could be somebody who's fighting over a child. I get a lot of irritation and frustration. With the 5 of Blades, I kind of feel like either you're cutting somebody off or somebody's done with you, Aquarius. So either way it goes, if you're fighting with somebody back and forth, somebody might be saying, you know what, look, peace, I'm out. You could be telling them this too, but I get that there's some type of argument that's coming in. The thing with this, though, is I get that somebody's like, and the other person is like, okay, hold up, wait, let's talk. Let's be logical about this. Let's be logical. Let's not fight. You're dealing with an asshole. Some of you are dealing with a person where you're trying to calm down the energy. And if this is 2 air signs, it could be. Or you could be a very logical air sign. And you're like, look, let's talk about it. I want to communicate. I don't want to argue with you. And the other person's like, fuck you. This is what we doing. We're going to fight. So some of you may have an energy of trying to calm a situation down. But you might be dealing with somebody who doesn't really care. Now, the Hangman is showing that you're putting in energy or time with something. You're just like, I'm biding time. This might not be what I want to do, but I'm biding time right now. For some of you, it could be with a relationship. Some of you could be having a problem with somebody that you work with. We got people in their work clothes or whatever, and they're frustrated. They're not even having fun. So you could have somebody who goes to work, goes home, goes to work, goes home. With the Hangman, you see these kids, the energy is almost playful. So some of you may be too serious or feeling like you're not getting a lot of me time where you can let your hair down and do what you want to do. And it could be because you're stressing right now because you're dealing with some type of conflict. So you could have somebody that you're going off against that they're kind of stealing your joy right now. Now, it's not going to be a permanent thing. With the 5 of Cups, this is something not turning out the way you want it. So say you were trying to go for a job. Is that thunder? Damn it. I wanted to cut the grass too. Some of you could be going for a job and you're having issues with somebody that you work with. You had hope and everything like that. You were hoping things get better. There's a stagnation. What am I going to do? You could be in this period where you want something to move forward one way or the other. But I feel for a few of you, something is definitely not working out the way that you want it to work out. And you're feeling depressed. You're feeling a little bit down with it, disappointed. We got an ancestor in the back. If you look over her hoodie, there's a ghost. There's a male. So some of you, this person is like, hey, look up. Pay attention to me. I want to give you some guidance. Some of you could be getting guidance through a dream. You may have somebody who's trying to communicate with you. You could even hear the voice. This person is trying to tell you, look, it's going to be okay. I got your back, because they're standing behind you. So if you are going through a hard time, you do have ancestral help or spirit help on the other side. They're looking out for you. The thing about it is, though, some of you are feeling trapped with the 8 of Cups. Now, normally with the 8 of Blades. With the 8 of Blades, this is a feeling of self-imposed bondage. This woman is feeling trapped. Like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. The dog is howling, the baby's crying. I need to jump out the window. I don't know what I want to do. This is really frustration. If you look at her face, she's really, really frustrated. It's almost like I can't take it. It's weird because there's a phone in the picture, but the phone almost looks like it is outside or off the hook. So some of you might be able to make a call to somebody, but you're not doing it, which means you're not getting help. You may have a decision to make. Maybe you need to call a friend to help you out. Maybe you need a friend to come help you out of a situation, or you just need to call somebody, look, I need some help with this. So I would say if you need to help, go ahead, pick the phone. Pick the phone up and reach out. Self-imposed bondage is sometimes being your own worst enemy. Like, I did some things and it kind of put me in a situation, and now maybe I'm a little bit embarrassed about it. I don't want to call people and tell them, you told me not to deal with that guy and I did it and now I'm stuck. You told me not to go ahead and go for that job and I did it and now I feel stuck. So some of you got to let go of that pride if that's holding you back, Aquarius. If there's something that you need to do and it's going to take a phone call or a conversation, you need to go ahead and do it and fix it, because if not, you may stay in this energy, and this is really not a good energy. This is somebody who feels trapped. Now, it's showing that you're not going to stay in the energy for long, but you kind of have to come out and do maybe some things that assert yourself. When you look at this card, we have the Knight of Blades, and he's cutting this woman's hair, and you can tell by the way she's looking, she doesn't want the bangs. She's not really liking what he's doing. The dog is even looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? That's not what we want. But she's not saying anything. So some of you, if you're going along with the program because you're trying to make other people happy, or you don't want to rock the boat, or you don't want to be the person that causes a problem, you need to kind of get out of that, because if not, you're going to be taken advantage of. Some of you are being manipulated by somebody, and it's because you're not speaking up. You're either afraid to speak up or you don't think you can speak up. But here we go back in with that self-imposed bondage. If this is somebody that you're living with, hey, look, I need help with the baby. You know what? You need to walk the dog. You need to go wash the dishes. You need to help me out with something. Don't just take what's going on. And for some of you, this could even be somebody looking at you and feeling the same way. Like, all right, you need to get off that damn game and come help me do, some things that you told me you were going to do. But this card is literally showing somebody who may be in a situation that they don't want to be in because they don't feel like they have any say-so in it. You always have power, Aquarius. You always have power. Now, if you give away your power, that's a whole different thing. But you always have a say-so in your life. So we got something coming in where with the 7 of Wands, this is defending yourself. Some of you may have a person who's coming at you. Now, like I told you, you may have somebody who's coming into your life that's very narcissistic. You could be dealing with somebody who's like asshole tendencies, and you feel like, okay, look, they might be saying you don't do shit, you're not helping around here, or your work productivity is not up to par, and you're like, but wait a minute, I'm doing what I need to do. So I feel like some of you are going to deal with this energy for a little while longer because you feel stuck, you feel trapped in it, but then that fire energy kicks in and you're like, nah, I got to go ahead and just say my piece. Some of you could even be dealing with a fire sign that does this to you. Like, you know what? No, mama, no, papa. We're not fixing to do this. I'm fixing to put my foot down. So I think some of you literally are going to shift up or switch up the energy around you, whether it's in a relationship or a workplace, and tell somebody, look, no, we ain't doing this anymore. This is how we gonna do it. Now, 9 of Cups is coming in, which means that you release yourself from a situation that you don't want to be in, whether this is a relationship, a job, or whatever. Let me tell you, if you get out of it, Aquarius, don't turn around and go back. This is a wish fulfilled. This is something you prayed for. You asked Spirit, come down, take this person away from me, and they did. Come down, give me a new job so I don't have to go to this place, and they did. Some of you, this 9 of Cups, this is a celebration. Like, I'm happy. I'm not in this energy. These are totally different energies. We got the 8 of Blades and the 9 of Cups. We got one that literally is a feeling of being trapped, stagnation, feeling like you can't move forward. There's no movement at all with the 8 of Swords. This is somebody who's like, they're scared. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to do this, so I'm going to go along with the program. And then we got somebody who says, hell no, let me defend myself. We're not going to keep doing this. I don't like it. And then we get that 9 of Cups, wish fulfilled, freedom, happiness, something that you prayed for and you wanted. So for some of you, this could be a new job. Some of you, this could literally be moving out of a place that's very toxic and stressful and putting you in a new place. For some of you, this is even an opportunity that maybe there was some competition and you beat the competition out because you stood your ground. Now, 3 of Coins. This is sometimes working with people, an apprentice card where maybe somebody's trying to teach you something. Some of you may be finding that you have a job opportunity that's coming in that you can learn, which means a few of you are going into something where you don't have to have the complete knowledge of how to do it. You have somebody who's going to teach you. This could be a new job opportunity, on-the-job training, learning a new skill. Even though I don't see the 8 of Coins, I feel like for some of you, you could be taking a class or learning something new that actually puts you in a better position. Some of you may even be teaching people this because we have people that are building. They're learning how to put something together. So this is either teaching somebody or being taught something, but you could be working with a group of people, but it expands your skills and it brings in opportunities for money for you. And for some of you, this is going to be major because we got 10 of Pentacles. My favorite card. It's Christmas, y'all. It's Christmas. Look at them coins raining down. Santa Claus came through big time for this family. They're like, look, you can come to the cookout. You can come hang out with the family. This is something that you're moving towards, Aquarius. Now, you got to get out of your own way to make this happen. You got to come out of this energy of, I can't do it. I can't function. Sometimes this is depression, being unmotivated, feeling like you're stuck, but you're really not stuck because you can put your clothes on and walk out, right? Some of you got to come out of that energy so that you can reap what this is. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins, an opportunity that's coming in that's bringing in really, really good money, but it's coming in because you put your foot down and you said, I'm going to do something different, and you did it. Now, could be a job opportunity. For some of you, you may be traveling out, like I said, for this job opportunity. There may be going across the country. Some of you may be teaching people and getting paid for it. Some of you may be helping somebody build something. There could be some craftsmanship that you're putting out there, but it literally is opening up the doors for more money to come in. Now, I do feel for a few of you, you may be pulled in a lot of different directions. This could be more than one job where you got to say, I got, a 9 to 5, but I got a side hustle that I'm going to build on. But I feel like for a few of you, you may have a good opportunity that comes in. There could be a lot of components to it. Like, I need to do this, I need to do that. Whatever it is, it feels like you're going all over the place. You can balance it. If you look at this person is balancing the energy. Normally with the 2 of Pentacles, this is about making a decision or feeling like you got a bunch of things going on. It's not as bad as the 10 of Wands to me, but it literally is showing, okay, I'm doing a balancing act. For some of you, this is literally 2 jobs. A few of you, you got money coming in from multiple streams, which means you may have a job, you may start a side hustle, you may connect with somebody else and do another thing, but it's showing that you got money coming in from different places. Now, for a few of you though, this is 2 people, maybe trying to make a decision. This is either you balancing somebody or somebody else trying to balance you. So if you're dating somebody and, you know, the conversation kind of comes, they disappear, you don't hear from them for 3 or 4 days, and they come back in like nothing happened, and this is consistent. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's trying to juggle 2 people. And I feel like something is going to come to the light because it's right next to the Ace of Blades. Ace of Blades, if you look at it, they're looking at the dog. They know something is wrong, but when they look at the X-ray, it's more clarity. So some of you might be getting a clarity on a situation, especially when it comes to love or somebody that you're dealing with. Before you move quickly into a love relationship, slow your roll and make sure that this person is free and clear, and what they're offering is what you really want. With this Ace of Blades, something is being hidden. It's not as bad as the Moon card, but sometimes with the Ace of Swords or Ace of Blades, this is a truth that comes out that kind of cuts you a little bit. Like, oh, I didn't see that coming. What? You got 2 wives and 15 kids? Well, when was you going to tell me? On the 5th day? Some of you are dealing with an energy where somebody is, you know, they're not putting everything out there. And the Ace of Blades is showing whatever it is going to come to light. Whatever the fuck is in that dog is fixing to pop out. Now, you know, could be an alien. Maybe, no, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. I was fixing to take y'all down the rabbit hole, but I'm not going to do that with y'all today. I just feel like be prepared that there could be something that comes to light. Whether you want it to come to light or the other person wants it to come to light. Let me look at these love cards real quick. Aquarius. Because I think last time we had something with a little third-party action, and I think I remember seeing something about maybe some clarity with something. You were dealing with somebody and some stuff came to light. You realized that they weren't, you know, they were seeing other people. So let's see. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's really immature. This person may have addiction problems, whether this is sex addiction, alcohol, drugs, food. You could even be this person that is dealing with addictions. Aquarius, Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius, with this Ace of Blades? So we got a heart-to-heart conversation, getting to know each other, which is good, which is good. Unrequited love. What the hell? Forgiveness. Something comes out. Why? Let me see where it's going. We meet somebody. We have chemistry. There's a pullback. Oh, somebody gave booty. And then we got deception. Okay, you guys. So if you give up something too quick to somebody, it may not be what you may not be in a relationship you think you are. We have unrequited love. Now, of course, this might be that the person is not in love with you. So you might be entering in with somebody who wants a sexual relationship, but it's not a love relationship. You may find out with the forgiveness and learning card that there is something that is hidden. There's some past stuff. Somebody could have a past relationship that they haven't closed the door off, or they may not have put everything out there so that you can see it. But I feel like if it's done in the dark, Aquarius, it's coming to light. So if it's not you, the person that you're dealing with could literally do something that makes it come out and you're like, shit. Now, for some of you, remember what I said. If you're dealing with somebody that is a little janky, let them go. Don't take them back. Some of you are. Reconciliation. Oh, I forgive you. I'm going to take you back. But we got the self-esteem card. Love yourself first. So if you're dealing with somebody and you're putting them before you, especially after you release this person, whether they came clean with a truth or you found out. Some of you are like, I'm out. But then you come back. Oh, baby, I forgive you. I'm going to take you back. I'm going to love you forever and ever. Spirit is like, hell no. Love yourself first. Love yourself first, Aquarius. So here's the thing. If you got somebody that's playing with you and they playing with your feelings and you keep putting them together, you know, like, oh, I'm going to give you everything, and they're not reciprocating it. It ain't good, y'all. It ain't good. You're going to have to leave that alone. Will not affect everybody, but for some of you, you got to go ahead and put yourself first, which means if you don't understand that, you don't need to be dating. You need to take a little time to heal. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody that is hurting. They're not in a way of being able to have a relationship. Maybe they're still struggling with something, and if a person is like, I need time, go ahead and give them the time. It's better to let them deal with that than come into a relationship with you and then you find out some shit. You still talking to your ex? You still going over there? You still trying to deal with it? You still trying to close the door when I thought it was already closed? So some of y'all, you're going to find something out and the person may not be ready to deal with it. Now, I do see with the Six of Blades. Six of Blades is literally like coming from choppy waters and moving on to something that is smoother. If this is a relationship or a job, all that heaviness in that backpack. You see, when it was on him, he was walking, he was cracking the ice because the backpack was too heavy. It's causing the ice to crack, and he wasn't smooth. He was having to struggle to get through this ice. So he took it off and he left it behind, and now he's moving towards smoother ice, which means some of you have to let go of baggage. Whether this is your baggage or you're dealing with somebody who's coming into a relationship with really deep baggage. Now, we all have baggage, Aquarius. I know. I'm not saying, just drop a person if they're really going through something, but know your boundaries. Unless you have a psychologist degree, a master's or something where you can kind of talk somebody off the ledge, you may want to go ahead and be realistic with yourself. Is this something that I can deal with, or should I just go ahead and let that go to the side and move on? For some of you, this may be your shit because we have the Six of Blades, air sign energy. Some of you may be carrying some stuff that you really need to kind of unload so that you can move forward. Now, if you go ahead and take this backpack off, it's going to make your journey a little bit easier because we got the Three of Wands, which means that you're moving from a difficult situation. You're taking off this extra weight, but you're also putting yourself in a position where there's longevity. You're moving towards something where there is abundance. Some of you could be signing a contract. Some of you could be moving towards more stability. Some of you may be going to a place where you're literally making connections or making the right connections where people are cheering you on. You're being put in the spotlight or you're being put in a better position. But it looks like that you're going to be signing up for something that puts you in a better position and takes you out of something that was too heavy or too chaotic. For a few of you, this is going to be in front of the camera. I see contracts. I feel like connecting with people. You may meet a mentor or somebody. We got somebody that's leading the team. So you may meet somebody and they're taking you under their wing. Now, we did see the apprentice card. So you could be dealing with somebody who wants to teach you or they're opening doors for you. But I feel like for a few of you, it's a temporary thing because at some point you'll be able to do things on your own. This is a leadership thing for me. This is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign this contract. I'm going to make this commitment and I'm going to bring this money in. And for a few of you, this is going to be in the spotlight. If you're an entertainer, singer, model, you teach, you doing TV shows, radio shows, you may get a call for something that is going to bring in some positive energies where it's like we want you in the front. If you have a YouTube channel or Facebook or Instagram, this is literally putting yourself out there in the spotlight, but you may have sponsors, you may have people that are helping you, but it's showing you're making a commitment to move forward, and it's because you took off some baggage, something that was holding you back. Whether this was a deadbeat job or a deadbeat relationship, you're letting it go so that you can move forward. Now, you have money coming in because normally let me get the cards together, and with that Ten of Pentacles, with the Three of Wands and Ten of Pentacles, this is abundance. This is making something, you're focused and making a commitment to something. And we know that there's money coming in. So you may be signing up with something that brings in really good money. If you're writing a book, maybe this is getting revenues or things that keep coming in. If you're doing shows or whatever, maybe this is something that replays over and over and it gives you or pays out over a long period of time. But I feel like there's something with a commitment and longevity that is coming in for you guys. So if you have an opportunity to work with someone that has the ability to open the doors, do it. Do it, you guys. Some of you have prayed for this with the wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. But I do see you letting go of heaviness, letting go of chaos, letting go of drama so that you can move forward freely. And it's bringing you to a place where there's 10 of Pentacles. Good money there. But maybe you have to discover what this problem is, or you have to see it clearly so you can walk away from it. And some of you are. And if it hurts, shed a tear for it. Have your day a pity. Put it to rest. Bury it and then move forward. Because you got better shit to do. You got things coming in. And you got to be in your right mind to do it, Aquarius. So I feel like there's a move coming in. For some of you, if you're in a toxic environment, it's time for you to get out. Toxic relationship, it's time for you to get out. If you're dealing with an asshole, stop fighting with the person and move on. Cut their asses out. You don't need that energy anyway. They're not doing anything for you. Some of you are going to learn this or see it the hard way, but you need to see it, Aquarius, so that you can let that energy go and do what you need to do. All right, you guys, I love you much. Stay safe.